Yeah, I'm just gonna show you now how I take them by myself. Hi everyone. So today we're going to do a video about how to take your own Instagram pictures by yourself. Because I wanted to make this because I often get asked if I take my own Instagram pictures or who took it, and most of the time I take them myself because first of all I just love photography. Second of all, I love to know my angles because if I ask someone else to take pictures for me, I know exactly what I want and how they have to hold the camera and stuff like that. And third of all, I just love to experiment with pictures and taking them in different ways, different angles, and it's just basically a hobby for me to take pictures, and I just love to do it. So, oh, and also sometimes I just get awkward for asking other people to take my pictures, so if I don't make them, my best friend makes them because she's like, yes girl, yes, work back, you do that, you're looking good. Well, she's taking pictures, you know, so it's like a moral support, like to feel confident and stuff like that. And that's just so awesome that she does that kind of stuff because I love her. Like, she's just so amazing. Also in taking pictures, she knows my angles so well. Or my boyfriend takes them, but that's from time to time. We haven't taken pictures in a while, so yeah. The first thing I wanted to address is equipment. I know a lot of people think that you have to have a DSLR or just a good camera in general to take pretty pictures, but that's not true. You can take really good pictures with your iPhone. You really don't need a expensive camera if you think that, so don't get fooled by people, okay? Also, I use a tripod, and if I'm shooting with my phone, I do use a Bluetooth kind of remote, because that's just a lot easier to take a lot of pictures. But I do know that there are apps right now, like I don't know how it's called, like Cam Buddy or something like that, that you just put a timer and every 10 seconds or something like that it takes a picture of you. So if you don't have that, you can use that, you know. And if you don't have a tripod, you can just stack some books, put a box on top of it, put your phone in it a bit angled or anything like that. So you don't need equipment, is what I'm trying to say, because I didn't have it for a really long while as well. And still now I'm just using like cheap trash, to be honest. But yeah, it works, so why not, you know? I do also shoot with my DSLR if I want better quality. And especially lately I really want to develop my photography skills more, so I do try to take most of my pictures with my DSLR, even for my Instagram. But I don't know, I just like shooting on my iPhone, to be honest. Like, it's so handy, it's there already in your phone, you know, so you don't have to import stuff and things like that. But you can do both, you know, like there are no rules. There are actually two ways you can do it with your phone too. Yeah. So the first one is, please use your back camera, because if you're shooting with an iPhone, the front camera most of the time isn't good, only for like close-ups, like selfies and stuff like that, but also only in good lighting. And the back camera is a lot better, like you can have pictures in 4K or HD, I don't know which one it was, but I know you can even film in 4K with your iPhone, like, I mean, the iPhone 10 that I have. So, you know, that's also a plus. But use your back camera, it's a lot better. Just take a practice shot so you know how the angle is looking, not that you're taking like 100 pictures and don't like the angle. So do that until you have your perfect angle, and then just keep shooting, man. Like, do different poses, do like weird poses you didn't think of would look good, because I don't know why, but most of the time the poses that feel weird to pose look the best. I don't know, they're just really flattering. But just try things out is what I'm trying to say, because you know, you never know what you're gonna find in poses and angles on your camera and stuff like that. The second way you could take pictures is to make a video in 4K or like HD and just pose, you know, not do a lot of movements then, because it will get blurred out and not really high quality, but I do feel that just taking pictures gets a lot better quality than making a little video clip and then choosing from the different clips. But if you want to do that, that is an option. I did it as well before, because if you don't have a tripod on hand, it's sometimes hard. I did it as well before. It's sometimes just a lot more handy to make a little clip, but I do prefer to just take shot by shot. If you don't have studio lights, that's okay. Like, just take some really good lighting, like just a really bright lamp or something like that, and you're good to go if you want an extra light source. Also, just find a plain background, like a white background or a different colored background if you want to spice up some things. I like to have a very clean Instagram layout that all the colors complement each other, so I really do look at the backgrounds I'm shooting at. If you don't have a white background on hand with you, you can just buy a white curtain or something like that from the thrift store, use that as your backdrop, tape it to your wall, you know. So there are always cheap options, so you don't have to buy these paper rolls and stuff like that, even though I want to. I really am gonna invest in that, but you don't have to. That's what I'm trying to say. If you just want to have fun and want to take some cute pictures, just use a white blanket or anything like that. So if I want to add a picture to Instagram, but it is too big to be completely on there, what I do is I widen the frame actually so it fits like an Instagram picture. So how I do that is I go to Snapseed. Let's say I'm gonna open this picture. What I go is I go to tools and then I go to widen, I think it is, and then you can just widen the space around you. But I would recommend doing this with like a blank background or like a very minimal background, like maybe you have some big kind of stones on the background, you can use it. But you'll see that if you go a bit too wide, that it will leave this kind of coloring thing, or you have to go even wider and then it's away. So this is basically how I widen my pictures, that it also looks good at my feed. If your picture is too big, you won't see every of the picture in your feed, and your feed is important if you want people to stay. That's how I do it, and most of the time if I'm making a swipe, I just do the front picture like that, and if the other ones look good, like zoomed in, I will just leave them like that. But it's just a little trick you can do that I've learned and I use all the time, and I think this is so important because I feel like a lot of people struggle with this, that they have really good pictures but their frame is just too small for, or too wide for Instagram, and then they can't post it, or if they post it, it doesn't look that good. So this may be a solution for you, you know, so that's why I'm sharing this. My battery died, but we're back. It's pretty sharp enough, so maybe I would add a little bit more of yellow so it's more warm. But as you can see, I don't add a lot. Less is more if it comes to editing, in my opinion. And then I just export it to my library. I really like this one, I don't know why. Just the pose, I think, that I like. So if I think it's too wide, I always go look like, how can I make it a bit darker without it making too dark, you know what I mean? And that looks a lot better, in my opinion. Then I make it a bit warm again. And for this one, I might want to add more texture, so it gives that rough kind of feeling, because I do like that sometimes. And then for these pictures, first of all, they're twisted. And I don't know why. Do them like this, I think. That, cross it like that. And then I'm gonna look. I'm probably not gonna do a lot to it, because I do like how it looks. Maybe add that down, yeah, because otherwise it's too light on the table, you know. So I'm just gonna sharpen it again, and then the fun thing is now I'm just gonna like copy presets, okay, and I'm just gonna paste it on the other ones, and then I always kind of check if I like it or not. You see, like, I actually think this is a bit too warm, so I'm gonna do that away. Basically it's that easy to edit, you know. You just have to find how you like it, find your style, just explore a bit on Pinterest, what kind of pictures you like the most, what kind of edits you like the most. Because I get a lot of inspiration off Pinterest, but also there are just some specific content creators that I really like, and that I really look up to, and I'm not trying to copy what they're doing, but I do analyze how they take their pictures, how they edit them and stuff like that. It can really help you improve taking your pictures. So yeah, thank you